Ladies and gentlemen, the situation in Pakistan is only worsening with every passing day. All this while, whenever there were protests that were taking place in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, there was already an attempt that was made by the Pakistani army to blame it on India. But what's really happening today in Pakistan, in places like Islamabad, Peshawar, it only rings the alarm bell. On the one hand, what is essentially happening is that Pakistan is unleashing fresh terror plot against India almost on a daily basis. On the other hand, there is a massive protest that's taking place inside Pakistan. First, it was in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and now it is right inside Pakistan, at the center. Just about a few days ago, there was a terrorist attack on a police station in Mianwali district in Pakistan's Punjab. However, the attack was repulsed and there was no casualties. But that's not where the story ends. First time in the history of Pakistan, police is on the road protesting against the terrorists following the terrorist attack. And it is now the police which is demanding that the Pakistani government acts because they say that they know the terrorists. Take a look at this report. Well, in fact, we've accessed some exclusive visuals of that very attack that took place and that was repulsed. My colleague Peshawar is getting us the latest details. Peshawar, this is not seen in the past, but what's essentially happening is that almost every institution within Pakistan is now collapsing brick by brick. What's happening right now with regards to the police protesting against the administration?
Well, you have rightly pointed out, it is unprecedented, and not only in Pakistan, but when we take account all of the world. And we have never seen police protesting against the bomb blast and the people behind the bomb blast as well. What we have seen until now, that the police and the law enforcement agencies, either in Pakistan or around the globe, they are supposed to take they are supposed to guard the lives and the property of the people. But what happening in Pakistan is that, as you know well, a few days ago, a suicide bomb blast occurred there in Peshawar, and above 100, most of the people were, from the police department, they were, the martyred in a suicide attack. And it was actually unprecedented in Pakistan as well. But what we have seen a couple of days after that particular suicide attack, that the police took to streets, roads, and they were shouting. We heard them. They were shouting, "Ye jo na maloom hai, wo hame maloom hai." Means they were actually trying to say that the people behind this suicide attack, we know them. But what is unprecedented, sir, that the police in Pakistan is actually have joined the ranks of the people of Pakistan in protesting against these, suicide attackers and militant organization, terrorist organization as well. And you have rightly pointed out that after that suicide blast, after that protest, we have seen another terrorist attack, and that was actually repulsed by Punjab police of Pakistan in Mianwali. So you have rightly concluded Pakistan is in the middle of crisis, and this is twofold crisis. On one hand, it is being attacked by the terrorist organization, and on the other hand, economic crisis is ever there. And let me give you shock that IMF has rejected the proposal that was made by Pakistani authorities, and the Pakistani desperately looking to secure $6.5 billion from the IMF. And today's meeting, it will be a series of meetings, but what we heard from our sources is that the IMF have apparently, raised some issues regarding the subsidies and other things as well. So on one front, Pakistan is being bullied by the terrorist organization, and on the other hand, economic crisis is really haunting the Pakistani. This is what I can tell you from Islamabad at the moment.
Well, just a quick question before I let you go. What is really happening in terms of this recent demand that has been made by the police? Because it now turns out that TTP is not lying low. They are now out in the open carrying out multiple attacks. How exactly will the Pakistani government respond to that? Because Afghanistan has also made it very clear that stop blaming us. It's the result of what you have been brewing all these years.
Well, very good question. Let me tell you, I have spoken to the Pakistani authorities. Whom matters? According to them, a consensus has been reached, but they have not made it public yet. But now the Pakistani, Pakistan's civilian government and the Pakistan security forces, they are said to be on the same page when it comes to take, when it comes to launch operation against all the military organization in Pakistan. Not only the TTP, but also ISIS is there, Balochistan Liberation Army is there. They all have actually regrouped to attack Pakistan. And now you have seen in the past that now their stance has been shifted. Terrorist strategy has been shifted. Now they are targeting the police and the law enforcement agencies. And now the suicide attack, which have eliminated more than 100 people, mostly the policemen and the law enforcement agency personnel. Now this is being the turning point. And according to my information, Pakistan Prime Minister has actually given green signal to the law enforcement agency and asking them to go after the terrorists. And also, on the other hand, they have raised the issue with Afghanistan as well, because Pakistan security agencies believe that all of the leadership of TTP is there in Afghanistan. So it is the government of Pakistan has raised the issue with them as well. And I think Pakistani authorities are going after the terrorist organization this time.
Thank you very much, Gus, for joining us live from outside the Parliament in Islamabad, getting us the latest report. On the other side, hit by one crisis after another, even IMF rejects Pakistan's debt plan now. UK parliamentarian exposes BBC China link, says 18 more China-linked companies fund the BBC.